Hello and welcome to the Nar Alert, the channel where we look at YouTubers and others to see if they demonstrate any traits that fall within the spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder or NPD. These videos are for fun and entertainment purposes only, strictly my opinion, and remember, please don't send any snark to our possible narcs. So key points to remember: messy fun and not a diagnosis. Hello, hola, bonjour, hey y'all, my name is Merc. Welcome back to the Nar Alert. Today we're going back to our roots. We're going to do a classic Nar Alert, and our subject today is KSI. This time it's about Lunchley and his new song that's been making waves in the thick of it. Now, for those of you who don't know, KSI is a massive YouTuber turned rapper turned boxer. He's known for his big personality and even bigger success. But recently, things have been heating up around his new track and some drama involving Lunchley, his new product that he's coupled with Jake Paul and Mr. Beast to make. KSI in particular has been all over the internet responding like crazy to any negative comments he gets.
Spitting facts, even back then!
Is he showing any traits of narcissism? We're going to break it all down, so let's get into it.
Oh man, today we're doing a Reddit video. This should be fun, but without further ado, Lunchley, ladies and gentlemen. Me, Mr. Beast, and Logan Paul have launched Lunchley. If you've had Lunchables, this is mainly for my American audience. If you had Lunchables, yeah, I guess they were good at the time. Well, we've made something better.
The product is arguably not better. People are upset at these creators for capitalizing on their audience of largely children.
If you don't believe me, try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I'm excited to see your reviews. In our product, we have real cheese, and ours just tastes way better than lunch.
KSI has no real history with children or nutrition, and unlike his partners, his commitment to selling the product is weak. His big selling point is it has real cheese and tastes good.
Plus, you get a little mini prime, and you also get a feastable chocolate. A DanTDM response to JJ and Logan's new announcement. There we go. Here's the context we need. So, obviously released Lunchley, and DanTDM replied. The drama between DanTDM and KSI started on Twitter. Dan made a tweet calling out the product, Lunchley, and saying it was just crap being marketed to kids. He accused the trio of profiting at the expense of their young children in the audience. This led to a heated exchange online with both KSI and Logan Paul firing back. KSI took it very personally and dug up old promotions that Dan had on his second channel with YouTubes and other candies, things that were marketed to children, but it's not really quite the same thing, is it? Logan Paul jumped in to defend Lunchley, but that was met with pretty mixed reactions considering Logan Paul is the face behind Prime. The whole situation has sparked a conversation surrounding influencer ethics, creators' businesses, and responsibility when marketing to children. What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their lives? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. Do better.
When narcissists mock someone, they're basically trying to downplay the criticism. They'll throw in sarcasm and make jokes at the other person's expense, or totally overreact just to make the critic feel small. It's their way of saying your opinion doesn't matter and brushing off the criticism like it's not even worth paying attention to.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, let me go to Twitter to show my response. DanTDM came through with his tweets. I was like, alright, I gotta reply to this. So this is what I said. Looks like crap to me, while showing his toys that he sold to kids. How does this benefit your fans, Dan?
Narcissists have a deep need to feel superior. When criticized, they may feel threatened, so mocking becomes a great way to reassert their dominance. Through ridicule, they try to show that they are above the critic, as if the critic's opinions are irrelevant or laughable.
Now, obviously, people didn't realize that I was shining a mirror in his face. Instead, they were like,
wait, you did the same as Dan. You made toys with tube heroes.
and yes, that's fair, but I'm not the one complaining.
Well, okay then. He was talking about food, not merchandise and toys.
And I'm like, okay, sure, let's keep moving the goalposts. But okay, did I reply to this? He was sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? At this point, his fans imploded. Self-combustion occurred on Twitter.
Narcissists often use laughter as a tool to deflect criticism. By laughing, they signal that they don't take the critique seriously, making it seem trivial or unworthy of attention. This undermines the critic's point, again, implying that the feedback is either exaggerated or completely irrelevant.
And they just didn't know how to react. Some just decided just to be racist. When like KSI does nothing in life and still gets paid for it in something other than welfare or food stamps, it's noteworthy. It's like how monkeys in the jungle have started to understand the concept of tools. Brother is just being racist.
KSI found an inflammatory racist tweet and tried to make out that all his haters are the same. The tweet that he cites got only 5 likes. This is a narcissist's attempt to discredit all critics.
His audience just didn't know what to do. They couldn't fathom the idea that their beloved Dan was also exactly what he claimed that we were. Safe to say he's a hypocrite. But again, they kept moving the goalposts and being like,
Oh, well, Dan only did this once. He's only made a video once about sweeties to his audience, so you're wrong.
I mean, he still did it, but sure. If you just type in DanTDM sweets, there's countless of videos of him eating sweets, promoting sweets to his audience, but cool. You know, but again, this was another complaint that I heard a lot. They were like, I'm about to do the voice again.
It's apples and oranges, really. Taking a sponsorship to sell candy to children is not the same as starting a company to market nutritionally empty lunch foods. Also, please, not the voice again, we get it.
Well, DanTDM doesn't actually own the sweets, okay? You own Lunchly, so it's not the same.
Okay, cool. Where was the same energy when Ryan Trahan released sweets? Where was the same energy when FaZe Rog released sweets? Now, I'm not throwing them under the bus because I tried both of their sweets and it's fantastic. It's actually one of the best like sweets I've had in a long time. But anyway, I'm not seeing people going crazy towards them on Twitter. You know why? I've realized why. It's because people just hate us.
Narcissists often see themselves as the victims in these situations. They'll feel unfairly targeted, and their sense of entitlement makes it hard for them to accept being held accountable when someone else seems to have escaped punishment.
People just hate us. People hate Logan Paul, okay? They hate Mr. Beast, and they hate me on Twitter, okay? When it comes to Twitter, Twitter is just a cesspool of the most depressed people on this earth. It's like 4chan, but worse. It's like 4chan, but with lower IQ. That is what Twitter is, and that's one of the reasons why I had to leave.
Laughing in the face of criticism helps narcissists appear unbothered or superior. They want to project the image that they're above being affected by negativity, reinforcing their belief in their own invulnerability.
Because I just felt like I was getting dumber. Again, the IQ, I can tell the IQ of this Reddit is lowering. I'm sure there's just been an influx of DanTDM fans just lowering the IQ of this fucking Reddit, man. Mentioning the Logan scam from a year ago and Mr. Beast situation from last month, bringing up a harmless DanTDM video from 9 years ago. But I wasn't the one complaining! I'm just replying to Dan! Am I not allowed to reply to Dan? He came at me! Logan Paul and Jimmy's situation isn't to do with me. When I had the whole situation with the P word, I'm not there like, Logan, have my back. Jimmy, where you at? Save me. I had to deal with the situation myself. So what does this mean? The fuck? Those things have nothing to do with me. I'm literally just making a company where I make a product that is better than the competition.
Narcissists tend to justify their own behavior as necessary or excusable, while they view others' similar actions as unforgivable. They might convince themselves that what they did wasn't as bad as what others did, reinforcing the belief that they're being unfairly punished.
And actually, let's take a step back and look at the whole fucking situation. These are complaining about a lunch kit. That's what this whole thing is about. A lunch kit. There's way more crazier things happening in this world, but people want to go in on this lunch kit. What are we doing? What are we doing here? JJ, you're breaking my heart. Shut the f up, man. You're going down a path I can't follow. What? Because I made a lunch kit.
Instead of reflecting on their own actions, narcissists may express outrage over the perceived unfairness. They might loudly complain about the situation, deflecting from their own misdeeds and focusing on how unjust it is that they're facing consequences while someone else isn't.
I'm dead. I'm dying. John Septic Eye 123. I wonder who he's a fan of. You know what the kids these days need? Chocolate and sugar water for lunch. Chocolate and sugar water for lunch. Ahoy, great idea. Let's do it, brilliant. Oh, what? And we've got body eyes. Wow. Well, I think it says a lot when Lunchables made, I think it was last year, about 1.8 billion. 1.8 billion. So let's not get it twisted. There's people buying Lunchables. A lot of people buying Lunchables. And you know what? We thought Lunchables, we can better that. We can make a better product that people can also afford and be happy to give to their kids. And that's why we made Lunchly. It's as simple as that.
And I usually don't make videos discussing creators' products, but when terms like healthier or better for you get tossed around, I feel it's important to set the record straight. It's clear Lunchly, just like Lunchables, misses the mark too many times to be considered meaningfully healthy. I just think if a company was truly interested in creating a healthier lunch kit for kids, the USDA standards should be the minimum starting requirements. Otherwise, we're simply propagating the problem even further. One of my hopes is that in navigating the future feedback on this company, the guys hire a health professional to guide them in making messaging more accurate. Saying a food has more electrolytes, therefore it must be better or healthier, is just not true. Foods with an incredibly high sodium content and electrolyte are not considered particularly healthy. In fact, many are considered unhealthy for that reason. I can't expect non-medical people to get this perfect, but if you're gonna stand by a children's food product being healthy, you need to hold your messaging to a higher standard. And because they fall into the category of ultra-processed foods, they aren't healthy to consume often, period.
I don't understand why all of a sudden it's a bad thing to have a business. It's a natural progression of YouTubers. I mean, I guess people like DanTDM want us to stay in our lane and never make a business, even though other YouTubers are doing the exact same thing, but sure. If you want to continue making Minecraft videos, be my guest, brother. But I'm out here trying to level myself up. That's why I got Misfits. That's why I've got Prime. That's why I've got all my Sidemen businesses, XIX, Sides, you know, the list goes on. You know, that's why I'm doing music. That's why I'm releasing a new song, October 4th, Thick of It, and also Low. Yes, 2 songs, baby.
Narcissists need to feel like they're on top. So when someone challenges that, they mock the person and hype their own accomplishments to remind everyone who's better. It's their way of showing they don't care about the criticism because it's beneath them. Also, that song, Aged Like Milk,
Like, that's why I'm doing all these things, because I don't want to just stay in my box. And that's been my whole thing. Never staying in the box, always branching out and just doing what people tell me I can't do. And that's what this whole situation reminds me of. Back in the day when I was doing YouTube videos only and I wanted to make music, and I had everyone saying, stay in your lane, stop trying to do music, you will never amount to anything musically. And then I said, okay, here's my #1 album, now what? Mr. Beast rolls out a much more matured reply than R. Honestly, I'm sorry about being mature, man. These absent dickheads that don't deserve my maturity. Lunchables sells hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. A turkey meal, for example, is 80 less calories, 60% less sugar, more electrolytes. We use real cheese. They use cheese product. They can't even call it cheese. Higher quality meat, etc. Obviously, eating fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier. But if someone is going to eat a pre-made meal like this, which millions of people do through Lunchables, then I think giving them a high quality version at roughly the same price is a net good, in my opinion, and why we launched Lunchly. Also, as we get economies of scale and can get things cheaper, we will be only improving the product more and more. Yeah, very good response. A fantastic response. I prefer mine, where I just go at these motherfuckers.
Even while admitting his partner, Mr. Beast, has a better, more intelligent, mature response, the narcissist must still end up on top.
AJ's face after he realized that the entirety of YouTube is coming after him. What, my eyes get smaller and I have no nose. Oh man, the IQ of this Reddit has just gone down the fucking pan.
Narcissists avoid vulnerability. Criticism makes them feel exposed, and they hate that. Instead of reflecting on what's being said, they'd rather use humor or sarcasm to shut down the conversation and avoid facing their own insecurities.
You know what? We're gonna leave it there because I can't be bothered anymore. Also, October 4th, I'm releasing music. Think of it! Featuring Trippie Redd and Low. Also with Just Your Boy, releasing both those songs. There's so many exciting things happening. It's good to be back into the swing of things again.
Well, we have seen what happened since The Thick of It was released. I don't know if JJ still feels like it's good to be back in the thick of it or not. Thank you all for joining me at this Nar Alert look at KSI's latest drama with Lunchly and his Twitter wars. If you liked the video, please click like and grab a subscription or a channel membership. Rio loves our members so much. I can't wait to see you at the live stream tomorrow. And until we meet again, please just be kind and hasta luego.